Today on Breakfast, Lunch, and Dinner Cooking, I'm going to show you how to do candy cane cookies. So here we go. Out with 1 cup of butter and 1 egg, one cup of confectionery sugar, powdered sugar. I've never known how to pronounce that great. Okay. And 1.5 teaspoons of almond extract. And then a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put the salt in too. It's a teaspoon of salt. Okay, I'm gonna get that all going here. I had this butter sitting out for a couple hours, but still a little firm, but I'll get it. And I guess there's no baking powder or soda in this. A lot of cookies don't have that leavening in it. Okay, come on, Sal. Give it some gusto. All right. Usually I microwave it for 30 seconds, but I don't like microwaving stuff if I don't have to. So anyway, all right, we got that. Now I'm going to add 2.5 cups of flour. I always use unbleached flour. I didn't get the organic this time. So that's 2.5 cups of flour. All right. Now, I'm gonna mix that all up. It never looks like it's gonna come together, but it does. And what we're going to do with this, after I get it all mixed, we're going to divide it in half for our candy canes. And we are going to dye half of it red. And it's really cool how it all comes together. I'm gonna make probably 6 of these, big enough to put on my tree. I don't know if you saw my video with the sprinkle sugar cookies, because I showed how to make orange slice ornaments, and it was really cool. This is my 9th cookie series video, so you'll have to check out the other 8. And just about got it. Okay. And what it says is to go ahead and flour your board. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this in half, put it in my bowl. Now I'm going to add, it says a 1/2 teaspoon of red food coloring. So let's see what we got. Get my spoon back. I'd say that's about a half a teaspoon. We'll see if we need to add more. Let me dry my hands. Because you want the red to be red for these candy canes. And I would assume that this red dye is safe because it's food coloring. Yeah, that looks plenty red. All right. It didn't say to refrigerate this, so I guess it's okay. All right, so I'm gonna let that set. Actually, I'm gonna set that in the fridge for just a minute. If I can. And now, I'm gonna move all this other stuff out of the way. Because I'm gonna roll these out and then cut them. Get my butter knife. You don't want to use a sharp knife on countertop. All right, so I'm gonna put some, not a lot, I would assume. Because you don't want the flour to show. I'm gonna put a little bit on my rolling pin here. I'm gonna try to roll these out kind of square. They say to cut these into 4-inch lengths, but I'm gonna do these 6 candy canes a little bigger because I wanna hang them on the tree. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna show you them on my tree. How fun is that? Okay, so I'm gonna cut these because I'm going to be rolling them into little ropes. Okay. So I guess I got to do it over here. Okay. See, now normally rolling this into a rope would be 2 4-inch cookies, but I'm going to try to make these a little bigger for my tree. Okay, I'm going to attempt to set this off to the side here. Didn't roll it very round, but all right. All right, when I get these all rolled, I will get back to you. Seems like if I take the dough and put flour in my hand and I roll it this way, works better off the counter. So I'm doing it that way. I just wanted to show you that. Okay, I'm getting out the red, but I just wanted to show you, you want to get this white off the counter. So I'm going to do that because you don't want the white mixed in with the red. All right, so now I'm going to put some more flour on my counter. Get this red out. I don't know if making it a little bit chilled is going to help. I'll tell you, I know why they tell you to do 4-inch ropes, because this is not real easy to roll. But like I said, it's easier to roll if you do it in the air. And if I can do this, you guys can do this. All right. I'm gonna mix that up a little bit. You need quite a bit of flour, more than I even thought, because to make it able to manipulate. And it looks like I didn't get all the red mixed in thoroughly, but that'll just make the candy canes even prettier. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with the red. Okay, so what they said to do is put your ropes together and then twist them like so. And then shape them into your, look how cute those are. So you just twist them. And if you have steady hands, it even works better, but all right. Look at how cute those are. I guess I better make the hook a little bigger for my tree. These are the ones I'm going to put on my tree. Well, when I get these all built, I'll get back to you. Okay, what I'm doing is I am trying to thin these out a little bit because I don't want these to be super thick. So I'm just kind of stretching them out a little bit. They're going to be probably thicker than I want, but I'll probably do better on the other ones. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this red sugar and I'm just going to, let me get that one straightened out a little bit more. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of red sugar on them. You know what? It didn't stick. So I'm going to do it when they come out of the oven. So I'm going to bake these on a 375 oven for about 9 minutes, and I'll be back. Now I'm doing the littler ones, and I think that these are going to be easier. Yes, they are easier. But won't that be pretty on your Christmas cookie plate? Just twist them and form your candy cane. How cute, huh? Hey, they're coming out of the oven. And I did let these bake for 11 minutes. And I'm gonna slide those off. And these are my smaller ones and I'm gonna put in the oven. I am gonna bake those for 9. And the smaller ones are easier to do. So when I get these all baked, I'll plate them and we'll show you what we get. Oh, I forgot one thing. I'm going to sprinkle these now that they're warm and see if it sticks. A little bit better. Okay, you didn't see it, but I sprinkled them with red sugar. Okay, the second batch is coming out of the oven. And I did let these bake for 11 minutes too. And I'm gonna try to put the sprinkles on it while it's warm. Yeah, they're sticking a little bit. Just adds a little bit of more dimension to the cookie. And some of them aren't that pretty, but like I told my kids, we'll eat the ugly ones and give the pretty ones away. There we go. So I'm going to stick these in now. 11 minutes, that's the hot ticket. And I'll be back. Okay, they're all done now. They're not quite as beautiful as the cookbook, but, and I found, I'm going to pick the prettiest ones. I found that if you lifted them up and twisted it real slow, that was the hot ticket. And pick my prettiest ones here. They're really cute. Let me see. I think I'm just gonna stick with these 3 little ones. Look at how cute they are. I ended up with 5 big ones, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 cookies. And when you take them off the pan, wait a minute, because I did crack one. So give it a minute on the pan. Oh, this one's pretty too. Maybe I'll go with that one too. Okay, and wanted to tell you too to be very careful with that red dye, because if you look back at my Valentine's cookies, I got red dye on my hands, and it looked like, and I was just new to doing my videos, and I had red dye on my hand. I looked like I had cut my finger off. So if you want to see a funny video, and I was shaking a lot too, it was like, oh my gosh. Anyway, and I'm going to so gingerly put these big cookies. Oh, I don't know if it's going to work, but I'll try. And if it works, putting them on the tree, I'll take a picture. Thanks for watching. And remember, there's nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it, including making these candy cane cookies. And love the Lord with all your heart. And till we meet again.